We just played it once.
Yeah. Back to the boom, back to the boom, back to the boom, back to the boom, back to the boom.
Yo, it's technical development that is representing Man of Booom.
Yo, this is Figo Braslovich, representing Man of Booom, producer.
1/3 of Man of Booom, Juju Rogers, and you watching Don't Let the Label Label You.
Particularly for Man of Booom, it's like we choose the Man of Booom for the symbol with the A and not like a singular, not the plural, because everybody can be a Man of Booom. So we rather have that to choose. Like you can choose yourself if you want to be a Man of Booom, but you gotta prove. You know, like choose but prove.
Words are like a child, guided by the master of sounds. Nature at the face of the speakers, through the storm approaching, messages of life. Live for remaining better than die for enough. Words are like a child, guided by the master of sounds.
Yeah, in 2009 I met him in Berlin because Project Moonshot invited them. They needed a hostel, a place to stay, and took him for 3 days. So I gave him beats, they recorded some songs with 3 other MCs, he and his crew over Super with Jesus. And I really like that stuff, so basically I asked him for another project in 2011 to come over here again in November. A year later we wanted to work on the same project again, but we did a whole album, which he didn't drop until yet. And in May I wanted to bring him for this album, which we did in November. But yeah, suddenly he came over my place and we started Man of Booom, and I met him in Nuremberg in 2012. In December we had a show with a Talkie and Hazim, and he was the band playing, full band, how do you call it?
Support act.
Yeah, support act, exactly. And so I liked what I heard. So we talked later. I don't know, 2 hours, really long, with his friends, and I said to him, yeah, if you ever come to Berlin, or if you have the chance to be in Berlin, call me, reach me. And yeah, suddenly I think end of April he said, yeah, I'm in Berlin. We met then together at the B Geeks because he was here for a month. I booked the flight for him, and next day because I said, yo, maybe you can connect a bit. They had the whole evening together, having fun, so it was really nice to see. So yeah, and the next day we started the first song, and then after that, yeah, we had a fucking crazy.
I met this cat way back in high school, and the fact that he rocked this nets kept left to the back. How he let his pants sack, his yellow backpack had the Wu-Tang logo tagged all over in black. Made me grasp that the strange thing that's called rap had my attract. Son wanted to know about that. I stole my brother's cassette, pressed on play and on rec. I let it blast, but I was breaking my neck. We could call the day X. I was addicted like crack. After that, what came next?
He would be making the beats from scratch, you know. Juju be in his pad, I'd be in my pad. 2 corners, 1 guy in the middle. After that, yo, synchronicity at its best, you know. We go into the recording booth, and that's the track done. No rush.
One taker.
No rush. No pressure. It was fluid, you know. It runs smooth. Just like water. And the next track, same process, you know. In between in that, just chilling, just having good vibes, eating, and doing what we gotta do to live, you know. So
I think altogether it's about two and a half weeks. Two and a half weeks.
Yeah, it was 22 days. In between that time, we did everything. So
We did the skits as well as the tracks. We just chilled all day, so no pressure.
Yeah.
It didn't even feel like that. We did
kind of
about
were more
a track a day,
chilling,
maybe. A track a day, and to me that sounds alright.
and also the recordings were very fast because it was most of the time late at night. Because we chilled so hard playing FIFA or whatever we did, man. So, and then anytime, yeah, you want to record now? Yeah, okay, let's do it. And then it took like, let's say, he was most of the time very fast. Like he took, just in the beginning, he had to laugh all the time because it was so like, man, this is the shit, this is the shit, this is the shit. And yeah, we were laughing all the time, like, and he was always like, fuck, it was always funny because he was all the time like, yo, 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 yeah, and he all the time like, fuck, fuck, fuck. So, and between that, I just did what I did. So it was really, really funny.
Catch the beat, yo. I came here to make it clear like it's a seed throw. Getting high off our supply without a weed smoke. Power to the people. From Berlin Tegel to London Heathrow.
Born in London, born raised in London, you know, and originally come from a crew. Started off with quite a few members called RDL, stands for Revolting Dungeon Lad. Big up to all of those heads. Total respect. And through that, me and Jesus just turned into Uber Super, and just been patrolling this standing on heads since then as Uber Super.
The magic has started, see the spectrum complete. Where's the pasta through the metal like it's set from colours through a crystal. Spin the flow, it spirals, resembling purified waters. Absorb the sound, correct the DNA structure like it's monatomic. Gold petals walk across the soul when one has forgiven. Just the beauty in the vision.
I mean, the difference between Uber Super work and my partaking with Man of Booom is that with Uber Super it's a lot more intimate, it's a lot more internal. We are expressing ourselves where there's no limits. It's the evolution of us, you know, in sounds and in lyrics and how we present ourselves. But with Man of Booom, it gives me an opportunity to do things on a rooted level. Saying that, I mean, I'm a fan of hip hop since I've heard it for the first time, but I've never ever been a part of a project that sounds so much why the reason I started to listen to hip hop, you know. So therefore, it's like stepping stones, going back and forth in time within myself, you know.
The crazy thing about technical development style is that he doesn't really rhyme, and his patterns are just weird to me, and it's like spoken word is so technical and so abstract that every beat that Figure played for us, I just knew I had to come extra hard to kind of complement that style. So I think it's all in the mix, and we did a good job in mixing up a different style.
The soul is steps further peace and not to travel. The beat it got the early hours, no wars. Just about to split the self and spread the love, yo. Uber Super crew member wrote the script today, tomorrow, and forever. Rhyme is stable like.
When I first started writing, a huge fan of rap music, hip hop, lyricism, whatnot, and it was easy for me to get instrumentals from my favorite rap songs and whatnot, and I didn't want the influence subconsciously from those tunes while I'm writing to those instrumentals. So I chose to write in silence for a long time. So writing in silence, maybe my personal rhythm wasn't there while I was writing. I never constructed beats in my head. So it would come out as poetry, the format, you know, not even in bar structure. And speaking to, it's when Jesus pulled me aside, I was like, yo, here's a structure that you can condense your style into, and breaking it down into 16 bars or whatever. I don't even like to stick to 16 bars anyhow. Most of my verses are just a bit extra long, and yeah, it's poetry. And when I apply it to sound, it's like Figure has this saying about the grid. Some people stick in the grid, but maybe automatically I don't have a grid, because there's no natural process other than starting from silence, applying it to sound, and that's the pattern that it comes out in, you know. When I do, sometimes I would, like for instance, Figure may say, yo, try this format, this rhyme style, see how, put this, emphasize on this a bit, your tones change and whatnot. And that's the learning curve that I learned totally working with Figure Brazkovic. And taking that and putting that in my backpack, now I just feel that I can apply these added extras, the add-ons, to developing my style even more further, because I don't believe that there's an end, a beginning, a middle. It's just keeps on going, you know. All is all, and that's my whole style.
This is the diarrhea of a sick shit, diarrhea, spitting misfit, tired to see ya doing this shit for the business and make if the type of people get you lifted by your eardrums, feel dumb. I'ma let you see through my glasses and walk just a mile in a pair of my Maxes. To make sure
I heard him in Nuremberg at that time, and I was like, yo, another support act, and then I was like, okay, he's a rapper with a soul singer, okay, and then he started rapping and moving, and I was like, yo, what the fuck, this dude is sick, who is he, you know? So I thought before he was speaking like English, and it's not like maybe from Schweinfurt, from some army base, whatever. So I wanted to know, maybe he's just there for a vacation, whatever, and that's I like that. Like, you can hear that. This is if you produce whatever. For me, rap is very important to have not grids. Like there's cool styles, but we for example, we had a short watch on Percy P and Lord Finesse battle from whatever that time. Like how Percy P and also Lord Finesse, like how they on the that's interesting. That's not that like standard. Everybody can do that, you know. Like I can find some words if I look into the Duden, whatever, which rhymes, you know, into some the Duden is like the German
the dictionary.
Their dictionary, yeah. So imagine that, you know, like that's much more interesting for me to have some faster flows, slow flows, breaks, and offbeat rap and stuff like that. And both of them can do that shit very well.
I'm definitely a conscious MC. If you're not a conscious MC, you're not an MC, obviously. So, but other than that, Figup's beats give me the opportunity or the freedom of doing whatever I want to do. But whatever I do, I gotta come extra hard. As you just said, he has a very unique sound to his beats, and it's obvious that it's a Figup beat. So you might want to come hard on it, and if you can't, just don't do it. That's simple to me. Every song we recorded in here, I knew I had to go extra hard, and that's his beats. That's the influence, the original, essential sound. That's what it is. Can't come with whack shit. That's how it sounds to me.
It's rooted like a martial artist holding a stance, just rooted to the ground. Can't move. I don't know. When spending time here and rolling with Figure and stuff, we hitting small spots and cramped venues, and it just gave me that feeling back. It was just like, yo, this reminds me of like Kung Fu, you know, and that's the vibe that I get from Berlin. That's why I like coming here, because the hip hop here is still, I don't know, maybe from outside looking in, like I'm a visitor here, so I don't know if the same will be said from someone living here, you know, but it is, it feels very authentic and not generic, you know. It's not a rat race. Well, it don't seem like there's a rat race here. It seems like you could phone Juju and he might have work in the evening, but he would try and get off it to perform. Then you can go and get your turntable homie that he could be busy doing some family shit, but there's a rap thing going on. So yo, I'ma speak to the lady and see if I might get in trouble, but I've got to go to this, you know what I'm saying? That's what I feel here, you know, like the spare of the moment thing, you know. And at home things are getting more commercial. I would say there's maybe a lot more money being thrown at individuals, so it puts them on a bigger platform. So, and I'm someone that don't really like to go to like massive venues and stuff, like Wembley or something like that, O2 Arena. I like to go and see the view something, you know. So hopefully, you know, if we ever get to that stage where it's like we're filling out large numbers, I'd be grateful that people didn't have my approach on things. Where it's like, oh fuck that, I ain't going to no Wembley, man, yo. But yeah, that's the vibe that I get here. There's still a love for it.
I never took a teddy bear, no, I took notes with me. When teachers asked me what I want to be, I want my own LP. It was my only dream, took me pretty long indeed. But better late than never, right? Yeah, that's my mama's speech. Now that you know that I'm a dope MC, you gotta listen to the lessons that I'm gonna speak.
Well, we all have our solo projects. I have an album that's done. I want to drop that after the whole Man of Booom thing. Figure obviously is working on a million different platforms right now, as well as Tech, Uber Super Crew, and that whole UK thing. So for right now, this is it. Like, we made a nice album, and I think that whenever we guys just come together, I don't know. It's just a natural thing. I don't want to plan out anything. You know what I mean?
Not planning. We didn't plan with the album, but I can tell you, like, we will go on with that shit.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. Whenever we get together, it's just a natural thing that we create music. That's just what happened back then. That's what happening now, and that's what's gonna happen in a year or two, or maybe 1 month. I don't know. It's just a natural thing. I don't think we would have to plan. Let's make an album in a year or so. It's just gonna happen whenever he comes to the studio, and I'm here, and he's on the fucking beat. That's that.
Yo, don't let the label you. That's it. Man of Booom. Back to the boom.
Go get the album.
Go get the album. Peace and well.